welcome our 2014 spring graduates. please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Andre Hampton, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of our entire St. Mary's University community, it is my distinct honor to welcome each of you to the 2014 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Graduates, you may leave on your motorboards, and as a matter of courtesy, I ask everyone in the arena to please mute or turn off your cell phones for the duration of today's ceremony. Thank you. We begin today's program by honoring our country with the posting of the colors by the St. Mary's University Color Guard. Leading us in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner will be 9 of today's graduates: Kristen Burris, Sierra Jimenez, Caroline Fogwell, Eliza Bryant, Adrian Revilla, Edgardo Ramirez, Stephen Gueda, Trinidad Augusto, and Jesus Garcia. I invite everyone to join in the singing of our national anthem. Please stand.
Color guard, hold! Reset, colors!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gary, colors! Right, right! Forward, north!
Please welcome to the podium the Reverend Rudy Vela, Society of Mary, Vice President for Mission and Rector at St. Mary's University, who will lead us in today's invocation.
We come together today to celebrate the accomplishment of all of your sons and daughters and your friends. But we gather as family, a family with many faith traditions, with many different cultures that have nurtured us in our growth. But we gather here at St. Mary's and we celebrate the fact that we have been community and that we are family. And so as a family of families, we pray. We pray and we gather acknowledging success, acknowledging pride, joy, hope for the future and for now. We look to each other and we look to these graduates and we say, with all its weakness and with all its wealth, we still look upon each one of these graduates with love and with eyes of hope. Give each of us, Lord, that are gathered here as your community, as your family, the grace so that we may become what you form us to be, so that we recognize our call, our vocation in life. A family that fosters life and enthusiasm, in which all can express what they think and feel, what they believe and desire, in a community of freedom. We gather proudly as a family in which all can pray in their own language, develop and cherish their own cultures, appreciate the heritage and history in which they feel at home, in which they live as family. An incarnational community, one that knows the Paschal mystery and experiences the new Pentecost, the new life that this Easter season brings us. We are a family of families of which people will say, see how they love one another, rather than see how well organized they are. Living and growing as a family who remembers the richness of the tradition and heritage that has been shared. We, the Marianist family, are small, but we continue. We, the Marianist family, are fragile, but full of hope, hesitant, but believing, lifting up our eyes with joy and pride today. And we ask you to grace us on this path with hope and with eyes that will always allow us to see your light in our lives. And we ask this through Christ, our Lord.
Thank you, Father Rudy. Please be seated. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, administration, parents, families, friends, and special guests. This afternoon, we congratulate and honor our spring graduates of 2014, whose achievements are a source of pride to all of us. Welcome, and thanks to all of you for joining us on this extraordinary day. I am pleased to present the members of the stage party and other special guests in attendance, and I invite them to stand as they are introduced. Thomas Mingler, President of St. Mary's University. Charles Barrett, President and CEO of Barrett Holdings, a 1962 graduate of St. Mary's University, Chairman of the Board. Other trustees joining us today are Ruben Escobedo, owner and principal of Ruben M. Escobedo and Company, CPA, a 1960 graduate of St. Mary's University. Chris Martinez, President of Central Electric Enterprises and Company, and a 2000 graduate of St. Mary's University. Kenneth Sachs, attorney at the law firm of Oliva, Sachs, Garcia, and Curiel, LLP, and a 1986, 1989, and 2003 graduate of St. Mary's. Doris Slay Barber, coordinator of campus data support services for the Northside Independent School District, and a 1974 graduate of St. Mary's. Ed Speed, retired credit union executive and a dual graduate of St. Mary's, having earned degrees in 1970 and 1986. Brother Ed Violet, PhD, Society of Mary, a 1982 graduate of St. Mary's and former faculty member at St. Mary's. Brother Violet is the previous Assistant General for Temporalities for the General Council of the Society of Mary in Rome, Italy. I now invite the executive officers of the university to stand as a group to be recognized. And the academic deans of St. Mary's also pleased to stand as a group to be recognized. Finally, please join me in welcoming Cynthia Monds, today's commencement speaker. You will hear more from her in a few moments. It is now my pleasure to invite President Thomas Mingler Ford to share a few remarks with you.
First, let me extend a warm St. Mary's welcome to all of our hundreds of guests today who have come, some of you from very far, to be here today to celebrate the graduation of the class of May 2014. Thank you for being here. And congratulations, class of 2014. Today's a joyous day, a glorious day, a day of celebration. Graduates, with your family and friends, you celebrate the end of your studies at St. Mary's University. This journey, which at times may have seemed like forever, and at other times, it just went by very, very quickly. I know you're feeling that now. It's just one step, but a giant step along the way to discern and then to follow God's call to each of you. The faculty and staff, your friends and family, we're all proud of you. We know that today is the culmination of years of hard work. You've earned this day. You've earned the right to leave this arena with a sense of great achievement. And you'll soon leave the Greehey Arena as graduates of St. Mary's University. You're about to join an exclusive club of more than 30,000 men and women who live in Texas, throughout the country, really throughout the world. Men and women who live our Catholic Marianist mission through their professional leadership in all walks of life, and through their dedication to family, to fellow worker, and to communities. St. Mary's graduates, like our 30,000 alumni, you are prepared not only to be successful in your careers, but you prepared yourselves to lead lives of purpose, to lead purposeful lives. And this ceremony is really our party. It's our party for you. Now, it may seem like a little too formal for a party. I guess maybe it's a costume party. But it's our way to thank you, to congratulate you for the indelible mark that you leave and will have left on this community. Our newest graduates include many who are receiving their first degrees, and others who are receiving advanced graduate or professional degrees. Regardless of which degree you have earned, we believe that all of you can become excellent ambassadors for St. Mary's University here in San Antonio, in Texas, and beyond. So men and women of St. Mary's University, this is your day to celebrate. But it's also your day to express gratitude, to take some time to think about what you are truly grateful for. It begins, of course, with gratitude to God for all your many gifts. And your success is shared with the many loved ones who have contributed in small and large ways to your achievement. Let's begin with your parents, who gave you the foundation to build on and shared you with St. Mary's to complete the work they began when you were born. So parents of today's graduates, please stand and be recognized. Spouses and children of today's graduates, please stand and be recognized for your daily support and encouragement. This weekend, both here and in Mexico, we celebrate our mothers. So all of the moms should stand up so that we can honor you on Mother's Day. Moms here. I think there's some moms on the faculty too. Professional staff members who touch so many facets of our student experience. You work behind the scenes, and we would like you to stand and be recognized as well. And then I invite members of the Society of Mary to stand and accept acknowledgement from the graduates in recognition of your legacy, which was the founding of this university in 1852 and its ongoing excellence, its formation of faith, the dedication of service. Please, all Marianists, rise so that we can thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And then finally, I invite the faculty, those who have day in and day out educated you, our students, to prepare yourselves for a life of success and of purpose. Please, faculty, rise and receive our recognition and thanks. Many individuals have helped you along the way, and it's my hope, graduates, that in the future you will acknowledge the bounty you have received from the Marianists, from our faculty, from our staff, and quite frankly, from each other. In so many tangible ways, the contributions of alumni make St. Mary's the outstanding university it is and has become. If it were not for alumni, we would not be sitting in this beautiful arena that is named for benefactor and alumnus Bill Greehey. We would not have our bell tower, a central focal and meeting place on campus, were it not for our alumnus and chairman of the board, Charles Barrett. The scholarships so many of you have received were provided by gifts from the Marianists who gave their salaries to a scholarship trust, and from trustees and alumni and friends. A central Marianist value, as you well know, is to share your gifts so that others may benefit as much or more than you have. I look forward to you returning often to St. Mary's. You're always welcome. Tomorrow you could begin that. And it's my prayer that you will remember St. Mary's down the road with your time and your talents and your treasure to give back and help others receive the very same education you received. We'll miss you, but it's time for you to leave us. It's time for you to continue on your journey. So go forth, succeed with integrity, lead with compassion, and keep God in your heart.
Thank you, President Mingler. As has become our custom, today we have as the commencement speaker one of our very own graduates. Cynthia Monds is the Chief Executive Officer of SA Youth, a dropout prevention and recovery program that serves nearly 6,000 adolescents each year. Cynthia's story is one that we can all draw inspiration from because her history is not unlike many of the students she serves. Cynthia was raised in poverty along the Mississippi and Arkansas deltas. Her parents were migrant workers, and she worked in the fields as well. Cynthia understood that education was her ticket out of poverty, and she worked extremely hard and under difficult conditions to earn first a high school education and then a bachelor's degree in political science in 1996 and a master's degree in public administration in 2011, both from St. Mary's University. It was while she was an undergraduate student at St. Mary's that Cynthia became involved in community service, working at the Downtown Youth Drop-In Center, which would later become known as SA Youth. After completing her BA, she attended a year of law school before returning to SA Youth to work in various capacities. In a nod to her tenacity and dedication, Cynthia was named CEO of SA Youth in 1999 at their very young age of 24. Cynthia's success in growing the program and outreach of SA Youth has been nothing short of phenomenal. The agency, which had a staff of 5 that operated out of a rented office and a budget of $80,000, has flourished. SA Youth today boasts 160 employees, a $6.8 million budget, and 18 locations across San Antonio. And in addition to all of these accomplishments, Cynthia oversaw the development of her agency's Youth Build program, which gives high school dropouts a second chance by helping them to prepare for and earn a high school diploma or GED, as well as develop essential workforce skills. Although I can't imagine that she has any of it, in her spare time, Cynthia shares her personal experiences with others as a way of proving how at-risk children can overcome significantly difficult circumstances through education. So without further delay, please join me in welcoming Cynthia Monds as our distinguished commencement speaker today. Cynthia.
President Mingler, Provost Hampton, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, and especially the graduates of 2014, thank you so much for inviting me to speak with you today. Almost 20 years ago, I sat where you sit. I am honored that President Mingler asked me to return to St. Mary's. I am a 2-time proud honors graduate of St. Mary's, and like so many of you, this diploma, this recognition of hard work, long hours, and late nights means a lot, especially for those of you who are first-generation college graduates. The pride a family has knowing that a college student now walks among us is something not taken for granted in families where generations of poor, hard-working grandparents and parents labored with bare hands, often in blue-collar jobs, to get you to this place in your life. There is a great sense of pride among your family members here today because you are a first graduate. Congratulations to the first-generation college graduates among us, and to all the graduates here, because I know how hard you had to work to earn your St. Mary's degree. I was surprised when Dr. Mingler asked me Dr. Mingler, a lawyer, asked me, a law school dropout, to give the commencement speech today. You see, no matter where we end up in life or how hard we work, when you come from poverty, like I did, you sometimes never have that sense of validation that you are worthy. I hope after today I can dispel that notion for those of you who may carry the poverty of spirit within you, as I did for so long. I was very blessed to have made it to St. Mary's University in San Antonio in the early 1990s. As late as 1989, I was earning calluses and sweating 10 hours a day in a cotton field under the hot Delta sun, something I had done since I was 8 years old. My parents were migrant farmers. Their parents were sharecroppers. My parents never completed school. My father was illiterate and never even attended school. He started working at age 6 to help his family. Despite this, my parents were very bright people. My daddy could calculate complex math problems in his head, and he was a great storyteller with yarns as good as any of Mark Twain's. But he was ignorant of the world, especially of the modern world. Farming was all he knew, and so that's what he taught us to survive. Education was not emphasized in our home. We didn't even own a book. We didn't own musical instruments. We didn't even have toys. With no money and 8 children, our family didn't celebrate a single birthday or even holidays. When a tree switch wasn't being used on our behinds, it was being used as a sword or a magic wand. A grain bin was our Fiesta, Texas. The plastic sheathing from our window was our Schlitterbahn or slip and slide, and the bayou became our splash town. For poor folks, creativity often is born from scarcity. You've probably all heard rags to riches stories with a similar message. We were poor, but we didn't know we were poor because we were rich in love and we had an abundance of goodness in our lives. But not my family. We were poor, and we knew we were poor. In the deep South known as the Delta, my father used to say, there's rich, there's poor, and there ain't no in between. There's the haves and the have-nots, and many of the haves oftentimes felt it was their duty to make lives miserable for us. Today we call it bullying. Social programs and systems designed to help the poor carried such stigma and made the realities of being poor so unbearable, it drove every single one of my siblings out of the public school system and into a familiar life, that of a dropout. The bullying was carried out by classmates who made fun of us for what we wore and how often, for where we lived and what we drove, or for not being up on current actors and movies. But when you don't have cable TV, or TV for that matter, electricity half the time, you can give bullies a lot to work with. The bullying was also carried out by teachers and administrators who gave the free lunch kids a yellow lunch card, while the paying kids got a green lunch card. And because there was usually an empty pantry in our home, school lunch was often the only food in our bellies. But we sacrificed that meal for fear that someone would see our yellow lunch card. We'd rather go hungry than be ridiculed for being poor. The hardest time of our lives was yet to come. My father was out drinking one night with his best friend and ended up down by the bayou. Joking and carrying on turned into brawling, and the one who drew slowly drew his last breath, and my father was the quick draw. When I was just 6 years old, I watched my daddy carried off in handcuffs by police for killing his best friend. Life got even harder from there. Here's where you think that having a large family provides you with a safety net, right? But no one wanted to take in an unskilled, uneducated, unemployed pregnant woman and her 7 rowdy kids, Rita Faye, Sherry Lynn, Bubba, Sissy, that's me, Daniel Ray, Bobby Lynn, Mashanda Lee. In the Delta, you either have a short nickname or a really long 2-word name. And mine was Sissy. You would think that this is where I learned the meaning of charity, sacrifice and helping others in their time of need. But you'd be wrong. Instead, we lived with an aunt who moved her refrigerator into her bedroom and put a lock on it to hide food from us. We lived a short time with an uncle who thought it was funny to grab me by my long hair and toss me across the room. Another uncle made my mama sell food stamps so she could pay him rent. There were other abuses too, some too shocking to tell. When my father was released from jail on a lesser manslaughter charge, life got back to our version of normal. We moved again and again. In all, I attended 21 different high schools, and one by one, I watched my brothers and sisters all quit school. People ask me, what made you different? I am no different than any of them. I believe inside each of us, our potential is born with us. Our lives, with all the good and bad experiences we have, will impact our decisions and define who we are. I figured this out when I was 15 years old and got chosen for Bill Clinton's Governor's School, a prestigious program limited to 400 of Arkansas's best and brightest high school juniors. 6 weeks on a beautiful college campus, finally, the first time away from the Delta. I could see trees and hills instead of the flat miles and miles of cotton fields. And during our free time, we'd play checkers and chess, card games, strategy games, and I'd smoke those little geniuses almost every time. And so I came home that summer thinking that I'm a genius. And well, at 15, my head started to swell a little, and I thought I might be poor. Well, but at least I'm smart, and somehow going to governor's school just made me a little bit smarter. So I got home, and I taught my brothers and sisters some of these games, and right off the bat, my brother Bubba, a 7th grade dropout, smoked me over and over again, wouldn't let me win a single time. And so did all my other siblings. I hadn't gotten any smarter, but what I saw quickly was that my siblings could match any of those governor's school geniuses. But yet not a single one of them finished school. Dropping out of school is a tragedy. It is a loss to society, the loss of humanity, and a vast loss of potential of each individual. What if this person had simply stayed in school, decided to get educated, to discover what God intended them to be, to fulfill their own potential for their lives? There were a lot of hard rows for me to hoe before I got on a Greyhound bus and made it to St. Mary's University, where I would discover my own potential. Out of the Delta in this big city with big buildings and nicely dressed people, I knew I wouldn't be poor for long. I'd finish my degree, go to law school, and get rich somehow. That was my plan. I knew education was my ticket out of poverty, and this was my intention for my life. I refused to stand on the stage of my life anymore and follow a script that someone else had written for me. I was going to write my own script, word for word, deliberately, so I could author my own destiny. Things don't always work out the way we plan. During my senior year, after I'd already been awarded a full scholarship to law school, my advisor, Dr. Steve Nyheisel, called me into his office. Somehow I had missed fulfilling that community service requirement for graduation. I tried to argue and swindle my way out of it, but he wasn't buying. So I picked what I thought was going to be an easy internship at a local nonprofit and after 2 weeks came begging Dr. Nieheisel to let me quit and find some way to graduate so that I could go to law school. After all, that's all that mattered to me. But he wasn't budging. There are moments on the stage of life when we are struggling to follow a script that we plan for ourselves, but the other actors are not complying. The non-compliant actor was one Dr. Steve Nieheisel. He wouldn't budge on this community service requirement, and people who know me today would not believe how hard I fought him to try to get out of this volunteer deal. Volunteer? By this time I had gotten married, I had a baby, and worked 2 part-time jobs. When was I going to volunteer, and why would I? There was a tiny, struggling nonprofit called the Downtown Youth Drop-In Center where Dr. Nieheisel chaired the board. He said if I earned service credits, I could earn credits if I wrote some grants and helped get some funding and helped around the office. So here's where life, especially my childhood, starts to make sense for me. I get off the via bus and stand before a rundown youth center that looked like it's on its last leg. Cardboard boxes on the windows, torn carpets, bars on the doors. I immediately started cursing at Dr. Nieheisel for sending me to this place. I had escaped poverty. Why did he send me to such a rundown, dingy youth center? I was fuming mad at him. And then I walked in. It was unbelievable, guys. In this big city, with our beautiful buildings, gracing our skyline in San Antonio, and such nicely dressed people that we all are, here was a center full of poor kids, real poor kids. Some hungry, misguided, some dirty, most lonely. But they were happy in this moment because they were at their center, where they found a sense of belonging and purpose, a place they ran to every day after school to play and learn and make friends for the simple reason that this is all they had. The center's kids reminded me of Rita Faye, Sherry Lynn, Bubba, Sissy, that's me, Daniel Ray, Bobby Lim, Shanda Lee, and now Jenny Marie. Poor white kids from the Delta. Here were poor Hispanic and black kids from San Antonio, but our stories were the same. Our families were caught in a cycle of poverty that can only end when you decide to break that cycle by getting educated. It's as simple as that. At the center, some of the kids had already quit school, and some were so far behind they could easily fulfill the same destiny if someone didn't quickly intervene and change their direction. I finished my internship and got 3 grants approved. I was hired to work part-time throughout the summer before law school. And then the 8 months I found there at that center were the most fulfilling days of my life. My life had finally made sense. I knew poverty firsthand, and I knew what it took to get out of it. If anyone could help these kids, I thought it was me. So why then did I go to law school anyway? Well, first I was only getting paid $7 an hour as an assistant, and second, as a lawyer, I could be somebody. I hadn't known what a nonprofit charity worker was until a few months before this, and I had just earned my degree. I wasn't going to waste it on a charity, even if it felt right. So I went to law school. I studied all the time. I got great grades and was offered a high-paying summer job at a Missouri firm. I was 9th out of 168 in my law school class that year, earning a place on the law review. I was hitting every metric I set for myself in life. I was on my way not just to becoming somebody, but maybe a rich somebody. And after finals, I went home and called my old friend, Dr. Nieheisel. He asked me how things were in law school. At first I lied, but then he dug the truth out of me. I hated it and was miserable. And there was a 6-year-old little girl back at the center in San Antonio who missed me. So every day I had been running to my mailbox, hoping for letters from Maria Marquez, who wanted me to come back and read to her. Sounds like you have a calling, Dr. Naheisel said. I told him I couldn't go work there for $7 an hour. Given the brevity of our lives, he said, there are far worse things than getting $7 an hour, Cynthia. A calling. Says Proverbs 16:16, how much better to get wisdom than gold? To get understanding is to be chosen. So I quit law school and gave up my desire for gold and drove my beat-up little car and my meager belongings back to San Antonio, and I started working diligently as an assistant for, you guessed it, $7 an hour. I believe when God closes one door, he opens another. Within 9 months, I doubled the operating budget and acquired a new building for this agency. After a year, I'd secure a grant to fund a full-time position for myself for 3 years. When I was 24, the board asked me to serve as the organization's CEO. The same why me question nagged me. It was that poverty of spirit, that belief that I was not worthy of such a role even though I had earned it. From the time I had gotten off that VIA bus, I'd increased the drop-in center budget by more than 300% to $280,000. In my first year as CEO, the budget grew to $780,000, and we opened a second center. It grew to over $1 million in the second year, and we opened 2 more centers. In those early days of running SA Youth, I thought, somebody's gonna realize the mistake in hiring me, that I'm only 24 and not really qualified. That was 15 years ago. I feel as strongly about our mission today as I did back then. I miss those early days, the newness of being in charge, and the thought that I could change the world. Regardless of where you go in your life, I want you to always believe that no matter how old or young you are, that you can and will make a difference. Today, SA Youth has 18 locations across San Antonio, a budget of almost $7 million, 165 employees, and we impact 6,000 lives, children and family members each year. We've won numerous awards and recognition for our work, including several national awards, and we celebrate a reputation for success. About 11 years ago, I had an opportunity to start a dream, a dropout recovery program called Youth Build. It's a second chance program for kids who quit school, just like my siblings. Everyone deserves a second chance. I strongly believe we are called to offer Youth Build at SA Youth, whose tagline is success beyond circumstance. Every person, regardless of their circumstance in life, has the potential for success. And every child should be given the opportunity to fulfill that potential, regardless of the life they've been given. As you leave this moment and race through the door that opens you up to the rest of your lives, remember you have an incredible, unrealized potential waiting to be discovered. I came to San Antonio and St. Mary's seeking a better life. But St. Mary's gave me something much more. It made me a better person. St. Mary's taught me it's not the position that you hold in life that matters, but the character and passion within. A leader is someone who's willing to take risks, and above all, someone who is willing to put the needs of the world above the needs of himself or herself. Life's choices lead us to who we become. Sometimes we can't plan our destiny. When we play by all the rules and live by what is expected of us, we find ourselves frozen on the stage of life. Don't stand frozen on the stage of your life. Live in the moment and walk. No, run through the door that brings you opportunity at just the right moment. We don't always know what life has in store for us, but I know the world needs you. The world needs you. Theologian Howard Thurman said, "Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive. The world needs you to be you and to be alive in all you do." I wish for each of you to go forward with this awesome education from St. Mary's that you have earned and make your life your own, starting right now, today. Thank you.
I would be deeply remiss if I did not introduce Cynthia's family, who is sharing this journey with her. Will y'all please rise and be recognized? Cynthia, thank you for your inspiring words. You truly embody the Marianist characteristics of education. Those include seeking excellence in all you do, service to society, leadership, and working for the common good. Again, thank you for sharing your experiences and wisdom with our graduates and all of us here today. This spring, the St. Mary's family, and that includes everyone here today, celebrates the achievements of 476 graduates. Among this graduating class, one will receive the Doctor of Philosophy. 105 have earned master's degrees, and 370 will receive bachelor's degrees. In addition, among you are 5 new United States Army officers commissioned through the St. Mary's ROTC program yesterday. Congratulations, and thank you for your service to our nation. Graduates, family, and friends, the moment you have been waiting for has come to pass. As Dr. Aaron Tyler, Dean of the Graduate School, comes to the podium, I'd like to point out that after the graduates received their diplomas, Darrell Stewart, President of the St. Mary's University Alumni Association, and Pete Hansen, Executive Director of the Alumni Association, will greet each graduate as they leave the stage to welcome them to the Alumni Association. Brother Dennis Batista, PhD, Society of Mary, Associate Professor of English and Communication Studies, will present to you the names of the graduates who are present for this afternoon's ceremony. Dr. Tyler.
One of my favorite authors, the Dutch scholar and theologian, Renaissance man Erasmus, is purported to have said, "Live as if you are to die tomorrow, study as if you are to live forever." The idea, I think, here is to live life to the fullest, to see every day as an opportunity to learn, to see every day as an opportunity to learn, to see knowledge and wisdom as a gateway to living a life full of meaning, to making a difference in the world around you. And we're here to honor graduate students here today committed to that pursuit. We're here to acknowledge your commitment down that path of advanced learning, that path of creative innovation, that path of intellectual leadership. So it's my privilege, it's the privilege of St. Mary's University to journey with you along that path, to be a part of your day, to honor your success. As Provost Hampton mentioned, in our midst, we have a new PhD in counseling, education, and supervision. We have 105 students who have earned master's degrees, some from business administration, others from engineering and computer science, still others from public administration, international relations, and throughout the humanities and social sciences. Over 30 of you are distinguished graduates, which means that you have finished your graduate degree with a GPA of 3.9 or higher. All of you are here because you have persevered and you have excelled in the noteworthy pursuit of graduate education. Well, the candidates for Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Arts, please rise. President Mingler, I present to you the 2014 spring graduate class.
By virtue of the authority in me vested by the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's University, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. Please be seated until your row is called.
Doctor of Philosophy, Samuel Garcia, title of his dissertation, The Clinical Approaches of Licensed Mental Health Professionals with Divinity Education with Clients Who Hold Different Religious and Cultural Values, a Grounded Theory Approach.
Master of Business Administration, Chen Du. Chao Ning. Anar H. Tanner. Master of Science, Mohammed Al-Abdani, Engineering Systems Management. Distinguished Graduate, Hamad M. Abohenidi, Engineering Systems Management. Abdullah M. Al-Bukami, Industrial Engineering. Basim M. Al-Gharabi, Engineering Systems Management. Khalid Al-Hussaini, Engineering Systems Management. Amal A. Al-Jubran, Computer Science. Distinguished Graduate, Abdullah Al-Nasser, Industrial Engineering. Saad T. Al-Hussaini, Industrial Engineering. Distinguished Graduate, Hanuf A. Al-Otaibi, Computer Science. Distinguished Graduate, Khalid Al-Radadi, Computer Information Systems. Ahmad Al-Ramehi, Computer Science. Distinguished Graduate, Amal N. Al-Sheri, Computer Information Systems. Abdul Kraim Al-Sulami, Computer Information Systems. Hani H. Atiyah, Engineering Systems Management. Hani S. Bozier, Engineering Systems Management. Joyce D. Brookins, Engineering Systems Management. Distinguished Graduate, Kulud Khalid Kazmiri, Engineering Systems Management. Distinguished Graduate, Edna G. Lozano, Computer Information Systems. Hassan A. Nato, Engineering Systems Management, Industrial Engineering. Susmitha Sri Nimagada, Computer Science. Renuka Tipirneni, Computer Science. Ibrahim A. Wagad, Industrial Engineering. Master of Public Administration, Omar S. Al-Dawsari. Hashim M. Al-Juhani. Abdul Rahman A. Al-Mubarak. Al-Bandari M. Alotebi. Distinguished Graduate, Catherine L. Andrews. Rebecca A. Avila. Darlene Renee Diaz. Christina Garcia. Jacob C. Jimenez. Veronica Lopez. Valerie L. Mancias. Itzel Morales. Mehmet Ogus. Andrea Salazar. Master of Arts, Abrar Ali Ibrahim, Educational Leadership. Distinguished Graduate, Reem Faleh Alotebi, International Relations. Heidi Alvarado, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Lorenzo R. Anthony, Educational Leadership. Timothy Applin, International Relations. Azhar A. Bernoui, Marriage and Family Therapy. Dana Browning, International Relations. Distinguished Graduate, Anne E. Calhoun, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Benjamin L. Carpentier, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Fernando Chavez, International Relations. Yvette M. Choisel Broslin, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Distinguished Graduate, Ingrid Christensen, Catholic School Leadership. Felicia C. Cruz, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Samuel H. Evans, Education. Distinguished Graduate, Tridia M. Finley, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Distinguished Graduate, Araceli A. Garcia, Educational Leadership. Vivian L. Graham, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Sahar M. Abtar, Educational Leadership. Sandra L. Hewlett, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Samantha Hope Jaffe, Marriage and Family Therapy. Kelsey R. Conkrite, Political Science. Eric B. Kuiper, International Relations. John Luong, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Distinguished graduate, Jessica Mitchell. Distinguished graduate, Jessica Mitchell, Marriage and Family Therapy. Distinguished graduate, Sarah E. Nguyen, International Relations. Brianna N. Pena, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Distinguished graduate, Stephanie Price, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Adam Rahman, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Distinguished graduate, Daisy Reyes, Educational Leadership. Isabel Saenz, International Relations. Miguel A. Sanchez, International Relations. Distinguished graduate, Kyle Staley, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Carla Tovar, Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Distinguished graduate, Travis Wessler, International Relations.
Dr. Tanuja Singh, Dean of the Bill Greehey School of Business.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When I was asked that I had 2 minutes to share the highlights of the class of spring 2014, I thought to myself, can I just say, wow? Wow indeed, because of all the accomplishments this graduating class has had. While I cannot even remotely capture all that you have accomplished, I can tell you, you have accomplished a lot. Whether it is demonstrating academic excellence in the classroom, competing and winning academic competitions, or the countless hours you have spent volunteering from Habitat for Humanity, the Voluntary Income Tax Assistance Program, Youth Literacy, Campus Ministry, Humane Society, or serving in a leadership capacity for an academic club, you have always shown a commitment to excellence and exemplified what it takes to learn, serve, and lead. 70 students are graduating this afternoon from the Bill Greehey School of Business, 30% of them with academic honors, 6 of them are Greehey Scholars, 2 are McNair Scholars, and 6 Presidential Award winners. 62% of you have completed at least one internship, and about 31% have completed more than one. Your jobs and your graduate studies are taking you from New York to California, and in some cases, out of the country. No matter where life takes you, please know that St. Mary's University will always be your home. We hope that you're leaving a piece of your heart here. May God bless you and keep you. On behalf of all the faculty members, the staff in the Greehey School of Business, and the entire St. Mary's community, I congratulate you and wish you the very best. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration in the Bill Greehey School of Business, please rise. President Mengler, I present to you the 2014 spring graduates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's University, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you've been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. Please be seated until your row is called.
Summer A. Alabasi, International Business. Second Lieutenant Alexander S. Alanis, Information Systems Management. Joanne Hope B. Alberts, Marketing. Lawrence H. Alberts, Accounting. Ryan M. Algamdi, International Business. Othman A. Alasid, Marketing. Adriana Nicole Avila, Marketing. James N. Bryers, Accounting. Carrie M. Burke, Marketing. Liana L. Castro, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services Risk Management. Jose L. Chavez Jr., Financial Services Risk Management. Bill Greehey Scholar, Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Kelsey L. Davis, Marketing. Jaime de los Santos, Accounting. Magna cum laude, Samuel D. Thorne, Applied Management. Alicia D. Ellis, Marketing. Diana Espino, Marketing. Ruben R. Figueroa, Corporate Finance Management. Ricardo J. Freire, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services Risk Management. Alicia N. Francis, Financial Services Risk Management, Corporate Finance Management. Cum laude, Jeremy Fussell, Marketing. Ashley D. Garcia, Accounting. Bill Greehey Scholar, McNair Scholar, Presidential Award recipient, cum laude, Selena Garcia, International Business. Bill Greehey Scholar, cum laude, Jeanette M. Garcia, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services Risk Management. Jessica S. Garcia, Marketing. Vanessa Garcia, Marketing. Cum laude, Rebecca N. Garza, Accounting. Cum laude, Tania P. Godinez Parra, International Business, Marketing. Pablo Gonzalez, Corporate Finance Management. Bill Greehey Scholar, Presidential Award recipient, magna cum laude, Abigail R. Hernandez, Accounting. Summa cum laude, Michelle Marie Caffier, Marketing, Information Systems Management. Cum laude, Andre V. Klippa, Finance and Risk Management. Antonio Lafuente, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services Risk Management. Blanca E. Ledesma, Management, Marketing. Savannah Irene Lewis, Corporate Finance Management. Joseph A. Longoria, Finance and Risk Management. Julian Lopez, Management. Jin Cheng Ma, Accounting. Daniel Montañez, Management. Rebecca Montes, Corporate Finance Management. Summa cum laude, Fernanda Rodriguez Barrel Muniz, Marketing. Cum laude, Ernesto M. Negrete Papadakis, International Business. Carlos N. Olea, Accounting. Cum laude, Paula Ostos, Marketing, International Business. Timothy J. Pais, International Business, Finance and Risk Management. Hugo R. Quinones, Accounting. Anita J. Qureshi, Marketing. Karen Ramirez, Accounting. Cum laude, Norberto J. Rancharan, Financial Services, Risk Management. Erica Renteria, International Business. Teresa Rivera, Management, Marketing. Addie E. Rodriguez, Marketing. Adrian T. Rodriguez, Marketing. McNair Scholar, Presidential Award recipient Catherine M. Salazar, Information Systems Management. Beatriz J. Torres, Management. Ruth M. Torres, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services, Risk Management. Brendan A. Valdivia, Marketing. Presidential Award recipient, cum laude, Andy Ivan Vargas, Corporate Finance Management. Mariana Villarreal Diaz, Marketing. Bill Greehey Scholar, Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Trevor M. Waite, Corporate Finance Management, Financial Services, Risk Management. Zhen Cheng Wei, Accounting. Honors Program Scholar, Bill Greehey Scholar, cum laude, Matthew R. White, Accounting. Jake O. Williams, Marketing. Zong Peng Wu, Corporate Finance Management. Julia A. Yanar, International Business. Yudovich Yarito, Accounting. Cum laude, Adrian Zamaripa, Corporate Finance Management. Ana Cecilia Zuniga, Accounting.
Dr. Winston Aravelis, Dean of the School of Science, Engineering, and Technology.
Thank you, Provost Hampton. Good afternoon. Greetings from the School of Science, Engineering, and Technology, SET. And an early happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers out there. Thank you for giving us life and nurturing us. Spring 2014 graduates, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of SET, please accept our congratulations and blessings on this joyous day. 106 SET majors are graduating today. 55 of you have majored in biological sciences, 18 in one of our 6 engineering disciplines, 12 in mathematics, 11 in chemistry and biochemistry, and a total of 10 in physics, computer science, forensic science, and environmental science. These are tough majors, but 5 of you have double majors. About a third of you are graduating with academic honors, including 20 cum laude, 8 magna cum laude, and 3 summa cum laude honorees. 5 SET graduates have completed the honors program, 2 of you have completed the MARC U-STAR program, 2 are McNair scholars, and many of you have multiple internships and research experiences. 2 of you were honored yesterday as Presidential Distinguished Graduates. So what does the future hold for you? 35 of you are headed to work at places like Swery, USAA, Rackspace, Samsung, Bimbo, the National Oil Well Varco, HEB, and the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office. 75% placement for the engineers. 34 of you have been accepted to medical, dental, optometry, PT, PA, and other health professions, or to master's and PhD programs. 26 of you are currently applying to graduate or professional schools or seeking employment. Draw on your faith and draw upon that rattle of grit. It will see you through. We are very confident that the education that you've received, one that is grounded in our Catholic and Marianist tradition, will serve you well in the future. Remember, you are now witnesses to St. Mary's University and forever a part of her legacy. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Arts in the School of Science, Engineering, and Technology please rise? President Mengler, I present to you the 2014 Spring Graduates.
Thank you, Dean Arabelis. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's University, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. Please be seated until your roll is called.
Honors Program Scholar, Tushari Alahaperuma, Biology. Abdulaziz A. Andres, Industrial Engineering. Andrew R. Alejandro, Industrial Engineering. Cum laude, James A. Amaya, Biology. Magna cum laude, Dina A. Atia, Biology. Cum laude, Bianca R. Bewley, Biochemistry. Cum laude, Dominic J. Bewley, Biochemistry. William R. Buckley, Computer Science, Mathematics. Andrea E. Chavez, Biochemistry. Honors Program Scholar, Jordan Q. Cole, Engineering Systems Management. Summa cum laude, Amador Cruz Jr., Biology. Cum laude, Roberto de los Santos, Biology. Jordan M. Dean, Electrical Engineering. Lorena Diaz, Computer Engineering. Seth C. Foley, Software Engineering. Honors Program Scholar, cum laude, Elizabeth R. Garza, Biology. Alexander X. Gesser, Biology. Derek R. Gonzalez, Software Engineering. Cum laude, Andrew R. Gonzalez, Biology. Magna cum laude, Diana L. Gonzalez, Engineering Management. Didier A. Gonzalez, Engineering Science. Pedro Gonzalez Jr., Biology. Cum laude, Crystal M. Harb, Biology. Adriana M. Hernandez, Biology. Ashley A. Hernandez, Environmental Science. Cum laude, Rodrigo Iglesias, Industrial Engineering. Liliana Y. Iniguez, Chemistry. Christina D. Carmen, Biology. Cum laude, Julie C. Kells, Biology. Magna cum laude, Sunum Yasmin Khan, Biology. Cum laude, Sehi Kim, Biology. Susana Lara, Biology. Shana M. Lay, Forensic Science. Cum laude, Paul E. Leary, Biology. Denise Lerma, Biology. Marianne Catherine Medina, Biology. Morgan A. Meyer, Forensic Science, accompanied by her father, Mr. Frederick Meyer, Assistant Director of Oyster Bay. Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Nicolas E. Moreno Selly, Industrial Engineering. Adam Jesus Muro, Engineering Management. Sharaz Nurani, Computer Engineering. Ariel M. Ornelas, Biology. McNair Scholar, cum laude, Pearl E. Ortega, Industrial Engineering. Magna cum laude, Joanna Palma, Biology. Honors Program Scholar, Stephen M. Pineda, Biology. McNair Scholar, Jesus A. Reyes, Chemistry. Derek L. Rodriguez, Software Engineering. Presidential Award recipient, cum laude, Mauro D. Rodriguez, Biology. Magna cum laude, Miranda A. Rodriguez, Biology. Iris Cristel Romero, Biology. Angelica M. Salinas, Biochemistry. Catherine M. San Miguel, Biology. Jennifer M. Schnabel, Biology. Aaron A. Sepulveda, Biology. Raul C. Soto, Engineering Management. Kara Tapangan, Biology. Magna cum laude, Kyle J. Thomas, Biology. Leroy Trujillo Jr., Biology. Honors Program, Kayla Valderas, Computer Engineering. Mark U-Star Program, Melissa Valdez, Biochemistry. Paulo E. Vasquez, Biology. Mark U-Star Program, Magna Cum Laude, Jessica A. Villacorta, Biochemistry. Michael A. Villarreal, Engineering Science. Brian Zavala, Chemistry. Jose P. Zavala, Industrial Engineering. Bachelor of Arts. Pablo Alanis III, Biology. McNair Scholar, Magna Cum Laude, Araceli Alcala, Mathematics. Arturo Arredondo, Biology. Melissa Carrillo, Biology. Herbert Fernandez, Mathematics. Americo Cisneros Brizeno, Biology. Rosa I. Cortez, Mathematics. Gabriel De La Paz, Environmental Science. Leslie N. Escobedo, Biology. William R. Buckley, Mathematics. Seth C. Foley, Physics. Diego A. Fernandez Prado, Biology. Andrea E. Galindo, Biology. Roxanne V. Garcia, Biology. Summa cum laude, Blake A. Gilliland, Biology. Fabian G. Hernandez, Chemistry. Joe A. Hernandez, Biology.
Can you see Andrea Alejandra Herrera? Andrea Alejandra Herrera.
What's the last name?
Herrera.
Herrera.
Alejandra. Andrea Alejandra.
Andrea Alejandra Herrera, Biology. Se-hee Kim, Mathematics. Michelle Lati, Mathematics. Matthew V. Losoya, Biology. Diem Lee, Chemistry. Honors Program Scholar, cum laude, Matthew Maglicane, Mathematics. Cum laude, Triana Montemayor, Combined Science. Alicia P. Munoz, Biology. Tanya Ortiz, Biology. Arturo Osteguin Jr., Physics. Anel M. Perez, Mathematics. Myra Elisa Perez, Biology. Edgardo S. Ramirez, Biology. Bianca E. Ramon, Mathematics. Honors Program Scholar, McNair Scholar, Hannah M. Redwine, Biology. Adriana L. Riojas, Biology. Eduardo A. Rodriguez, Biology. Honors Program Scholar, Amar N. Saigal, Biology. Talia F. Shipley, Mathematics. Maria Silva, Mathematics. Jennifer N. Sims, Biology. Cum laude, Javier L. Tapia, Mathematics. Corey J. Tonche, Mathematics.
Dr. Janet DeZeno, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Today, 194 students are earning the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. That's the largest number among the undergraduate schools. Our 5 most popular majors are psychology, political science, exercise sports science, criminal justice, and English communication arts. However, you represent over 20 different majors in the fine arts, social sciences, humanities, and teacher education. 51 of you in the school are graduating with academic honors. 10 at the level of summa cum laude with a grade point average of at least 3.9. 7 of you have completed the University Honors Program. 5 are McNair Scholars with a goal of attending a doctoral program. 6 were named Presidential Award winners. But all 194 of you have accomplished a great deal through our innovative core curriculum, service learning, undergraduate research, university ministry, internships, study abroad, and other applications of your academic endeavors. On behalf of our deeply committed, highly accomplished teachers, scholars who constitute the faculty of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, I offer warmest congratulations to you and to your families. We hope you will stay in touch with us as you continue to accomplish great things. We will miss you. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences please rise? President Mingler, I present to you the 2014 spring graduates.
Thank you, Dean DeZino. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's University, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. Please be seated until your roll is called.
Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Camila F. Aquiardo Vallejo, International Relations. Michael Afam Obanor, Theology, Sociology. Trinidad Tejadas Agosto, Music. Genevieve Depris Aguilar, English Communication Arts. Marcela Alcala, Criminology. Yvonne A. Aldas, Forensic Science. Teresa Hurtado Almendariz, Speech Communication. Lucero D. Alvarez, Psychology. Cum laude, Aaron O. Anaya, Criminal Justice. Josabel Marie S. Archangel, Exercise and Sports Science. Cum laude, Alexis R. Arriaga, Political Science. Honors Program Scholar, McNair Scholar, Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Emily Ann Artalejo, Political Science. Consuelo V. Avila, Criminal Justice. Priscilla Avila, Political Science, International Relations. Tina M. Barrera, Criminology. Waylon E. Baumgartner, Exercise and Sports Science. Carly N. Belcher, Philosophy. Caitlin E. Ballou, Psychology. Bria T. Bell, English Communication Arts. Maria E. Benavides, Interdisciplinary English Language Arts and Reading. Sean S. Bennett, Criminal Justice. Jeffrey W. Bolgren, Music. Second Lieutenant, Victoria L. Bonelli, Criminal Justice. Honors Program Scholar, summa cum laude, Tanyos Buong, Economics. Cum laude, Anissa Bravo, English Language Arts and Reading. Cum laude, Alicia E. Bryant, Music. Cum laude, Kristen T. Burris, Music, History. Karina E. Cadena, Political Science. Cum laude, Giselle M. Camacho, Criminology. Gabriel Calendaria, Psychology. Angela M. Cantu, Political Science. Secret A. Carrion, Psychology. Clarissa A. Castano, Criminal Justice. Alexandra Castillo, Psychology. Jorge A. Cerda, International Relations. Américo Cisneros Rizeño, Economics. Honors Program Scholar, magna cum laude, Jessica F. Clark, English. Jessica L. Correa, English Communication Arts. Jamie M. Coronado, Psychology. Sarah L. Cortinas, English. Summa cum laude, Kim A. Cruz, Political Science. Pablo Cruz Jr., English Communication Arts. Alexia Jlen Dabdoub, International Relations, Economics. Julie A. Daniels, Philosophy. Magna cum laude, Mariano Delgado Vilches, Interdisciplinary English Language Arts and Reading. Angel Armando Diaz, Exercise and Sports Science. Ivory R. Dodson, Forensic Science. Cum laude, Richard James Dutchover, Political Science. Honors Program Scholar, magna cum laude, Melissa Estrada, Psychology, Spanish. Magna cum laude, Natalie Farias, English. Lauren O. Foss, English. Lauren A. Figueroa, English Communication Arts. Magna cum laude, Caroline M. Fogwell, Music. Alyssa Fortune, English. Thalia G. Foster, Political Science. Jeanette Isamar Frias, English Communication Arts. Catherine Galindo, Exercise and Sports Science. Thank you. Jesus Garcia, Music, Speech Communication. Christina Y. Garcia, Psychology. Stephen H. Garcia Levis, Psychology. Holly J. Garwood, Exercise and Sports Science. Lucas J. Garza, Exercise and Sport Science. Elizabeth A. Getz, English Communication Arts, escorted by her father, Dr. Andrew Getz, Miller Professor of Medical Ethics, Theology Department. Presidential Award recipient, magna cum laude, Whitney Glover, Political Science. Jonathan T. Gomez, Criminal Justice. Amaraya Judith Gonzalez, Sociology. Crystal G. Gonzalez, Psychology. Gregory A. Gonzalez, Speech Communication. Robert P. Gonzalez, Political Science. James M. Gonzalez, Philosophy. Magna cum laude, Elizabeth M. Groover, International Relations. Stephen R. Gadea, Music. Leah D. Guerra, Criminology. Liliana P. Gutierrez, Psychology. Victor G. Gutierrez, Music. Elizabeth Guzman, International Relations. Magna cum laude, Nevada Hankins, Music. Magna cum laude, Richard Hernandez, Criminal Justice. Larissa C. Hollis, Criminal Justice. Holden M. Hose, Psychology. Danielle L. Huck, Criminal Justice. David Huerta, Political Science, International Relations. Sierra R. Jimenez, Music. Presidential Award recipient, summa cum laude, Stella Curry, English Communication Arts. Second Lieutenant, Jacob K. Kerr, Political Science. Michelle E. Lachapelli, Criminology. Cum laude, Guy T. Lay, International Relations. Bradley T. Ledford, Exercise and Sport Science. Ashlyn J. Layton, Psychology. Summa cum laude, Anna L. Lichtenberger, Political Science.
I forgot the 93.
Cum laude, Miles T. Lilly, Philosophy, Political Science. Clarissa Camille Yanis, English Communication Arts. Cum laude, Charles A. Lopez, English, History. Magna cum laude, Chelsea C. Lopez, International Relations. Crystal Lopez, Forensic Science. Rudy Lopez, Criminology. Isaac E. Lucio, English Communication Arts. Melina R. Macias, Psychology. Honors Program Scholar, cum laude, Matthew J. Maglacane, Philosophy. Erin M. Maldonado, Criminology. Itzel Martinez, Political Science. Caitlin M. Martinez, History. Second Lieutenant Mario A. Martinez, Forensic Science. Audrey Mason, Psychology. Summa cum laude, Carly N. Matthews, History, English. Magna cum laude, Danielle M. Matos, Political Science. Presidential Award recipient, cum laude, Kevin Lee Matula, Political Science. Magna cum laude, Kevin McGloin, Psychology. Ariel L. McKinney, Psychology. Antonio Menjivar, Criminal Justice. Sonia L. Montañez, Forensic Science. Cum laude, Alyssa N. Montes, Criminal Justice. Emily A. Morales, Psychology. Cum laude, Samuel R. Morales, Philosophy. Mara A. Moreland, Interdisciplinary English Language Arts and Reading. Isabel C. Moreno, International Relations, Political Science. Lorenzo A. Moreno, Criminal Justice. Stephen A. Navarro, English Communication Arts. Cum laude, Catherine R. Newmeyer, Interdisciplinary English Language Arts and Reading. Stephanie Olage, Spanish. Triana L. Orozco, Exercise and Sports Science. Arturo Osteguin, Jr., History. McNair Scholar, cum laude, Samantha L. Padilla, Economics. Monica Padron, Psychology. Eduardo D. Pantoja, English Communication Arts.
Jasmine Peña, Alyssa Peña.
Cum laude, Jasmine Alyssa Peña, Criminology. Cum laude, Natalie A. Peña, Criminology. Samantha Peralta, Criminal Justice. Shane Pereira, Exercise and Sports Science. Antonio V. Perez, Music. Honors Program Scholar, summa cum laude, Brianna D. Perez, Political Science, Philosophy. Jorge Perez, International Relations. Cum laude, Marisa Porras, Political Science. Jamie Powers, Exercise and Sports Science. Hugo R. Quiñones, Spanish. Raquel T. Quintero, Forensic Science. Yanet Ramirez Calderon, International Relations. McNair Scholar, magna cum laude, Dominique M. Ramirez, Psychology. Edgardo S. Ramirez, Music. Marlene Y. Ramirez, International Relations. Summa cum laude, Stephanie N. Ramirez, Interdisciplinary Reading, Political Science. Anna R. Ramsey, Psychology. Crystal L. Rango, Psychology. Honors Program Scholar, McNair Scholar, Hannah M. Redwine, Psychology.
First name? Georgina?
Georgina M. Regalado, English. Adrian A. Revilla, Music. Cum laude, Cynthia A. Reyes, English Language Arts and Reading. Allison A. Reynolds, Theology. Valerie M. Rivera, Speech Communication. Marissa M. Rodriguez, English Communication Arts. Magna cum laude, Maria S. Rojas, Psychology, Spanish. Cum laude, Elizabeth Rutiaga, Political Science, International Relations. Carlos R. Salgado Jr., Exercise and Sports Science. Megan M. Salib, Psychology. Jackie M. Sanchez, Political Science. Monica N. Sandoval, Forensic Science. Evan A. Santos, Political Science. David J. Schmelzer, Criminology. Magna cum laude, Second Lieutenant. Justin T. Scott, Criminal Justice. Magna cum laude, Maria Silva, Economics. Bianca J. Soto, English Communication Arts. Gabrielle Soto, Exercise and Sports Science. Cum laude, Patricia Terrazas, Music. Lisandro Tejerina Jr., Psychology. David E. Tovar, Speech Communication. Cum laude, Enrique A. Trevino, International Relations. McNair Scholar, Natalie A. Trinidad, International Relations. Lindsay K. Terse, Exercise and Sports Science. Alba G. Urcuyu, Sociology, International Relations. Rachel E. Vallejo, Psychology. Jessica Valles, English Communication Arts. Josue E. Vargas, Political Science. Meredith A. Vasquez, Forensic Science. Vincent M. Vasquez, Criminology. Karen I. Vega, Political Science, International Relations. Ronnie Q. Vela, Exercise and Sports Science. Samantha Velasco, Criminology. Presidential Award recipient, Luke N. Villafranca, English. Mia A. Villaseñor Jupi, Exercise and Sports Science. Corey C. Weatherly, Exercise and Sports Science. Magna cum laude, Shaquille C. Wolf, Spanish, International Relations. Mariela Zaleta, Psychology. Denise L. Zamora, International Relations. Richard Zepeda Jr., English Communication Arts. Rebecca N. Zuniga, Criminal Justice. And Stephen B. Zuniga, Exercise and Sports Science.
Symbolize your transition from student, hold on. Okay, now, congratulations. To symbolize your transition from student to graduate, at this time you may move your tassel from right to left. I now invite President Mingler to the podium. Thank you.
As this great ceremony comes to an end, on behalf of the St. Mary's University family, I charge each of you to move forward, knowing that you have a community of support behind you, knowing that you carry on with your values and qualities to create a life of giving, knowing that you have the skills and aptitudes to be a force of change, and knowing that society will call upon you to serve and that you'll be waiting for that call. Go forward with faith and confidence. We are proud to set you all on your way. Now finally, I invite faculty, staff, family, and friends of our graduates to rise and face our graduates and join me in raising a hand in blessing for our graduates. We ask you, Heavenly Father and St. Mary, patroness of our university, to watch over these graduates as they take a new path in life. We humbly submit that they hold the promise of the future and embody our commitment to improving our communities and the world. We ask that you protect them as you would your Son, Jesus Christ, and guide them on their personal, professional, and spiritual journeys. Amen. Thank you. I now invite our 9 newly minted alumni back to the podium for the singing of The Bells of St. Mary's. Safe travels home.